Love to Hate, the podcast that asks the question, what do you love to hate?
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
Movies, television, music, books, nerd things, current events.
And I hate your ass face!
Do you love it?
No! No! Hell no! No!
Do you hate it?
Yes! You stupid, ignorant son of a bitch, dumb bastard!
I fart in your general direction.
No more foreplay.
Love to Hate starts now. Hey everybody, this is Brandon Luna.
And I'm Philip Fullman, and this is Love to Hate, at least the last time we checked. It's been a while. So.
It has been a while, yeah. And why is that?
Scheduling?
Life,
pretty much, yeah, for
life.
both of us.
Life gets in the way, guys. Sorry.
It does. It gets in the way of everything.
Yeah, we need to figure out a way that we can do this on our laptops so we can do it from separate locations. I know there's a way to do that.
Oh, the hell with that. No, we need to figure out a way to get paid for this so it's our
there
job,
yeah.
and then we can,
That's actually a better idea.
Yeah,
I like that idea. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
So anybody who wants to start a Kickstarter page for us and
GoFundMe.
Yeah, go fund us.
I think that's the new thing, GoFundMe.
Pretty much. Mm-hmm. That should work. So we're gonna, we're gonna try to do this, and sometimes it's just not possible. We tried to get together a couple of times in Vegas, and that was
a nightmare.
A whip.
Speaking of Vegas,
yeah,
that's one place I love to hate. How about Vegas, huh?
Oh man, Rome meets white trash.
Yeah.
That was. I've got a picture hanging over there on my wall of the Rat Pack in front of the sign at the Sands.
Okay.
That might be the last time anything classy ever happened in Vegas.
Yeah, you say that, but what I noticed about Vegas is everybody was dressed to the nines, except for you and maybe 5 other guys. But yeah, there's a lot of people really dressed up.
Whoa. Dude Bro does not count as dressed to the nines. Cargo shorts, his Affliction shirt, and his flip-flops, no.
And where were you staying?
Treasure Island.
That's why,
yeah.
I was staying over at the Venetian and the Palazzo, so yeah.
Yeah, but still the same thing. It's gaudy, and you've got the same people sitting there in front of the slot machines.
Oh, yeah, totally.
They're there till 5 a.m., just pumping their Social Security check or, whatever they were able to, scrounge on the bridge across.
Right.
Not the Mexican bridge, the bridge between, need somebody bawling me out for that. The bridge between Treasure Island and... the Venetian.
Which is a necessity because there's total gridlock traffic underneath that if you ever looked at
it.
Just, God forbid you get stuck in a taxi there.
Oh, my God, it was horrible. Well, that's why I walked down to Caesars.
Yeah.
Because I thought, I could get a taxi. It's like, well, first of all, don't be that lazy. And second of all, it wasn't that long a walk, and the heat there didn't bother me like it does here.
No, it's definitely,
it's dry, and I grew up in the desert, so...
It's not near as bad, but I still sweat, buckets and never lost a pound, so that's fine. It also didn't help that I was shoving, really rich food into my mouth, the entire time I was there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some good... I didn't go to any, but... Because at the end of the day, I was pretty much shot, but, breakfast, just a crappy average breakfast, $30.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At the hotel. I was like, you got to be kidding. What happened to the all-you-can-eat?
Yeah, that's off the strip. You got to go off the strip for that. I told this story, I don't know if I told this on another podcast or what, but there was a place a couple years back when we did it in Vegas. We did not stay on the strip. We stayed in one of those, timeshare places.
Oh, yeah.
And it was around the corner from the strip. So you would basically go, leave the Sands, go around the corner, past the strip, and it was over to the right. And past the strip, there was this place. It was just a hole-in-the-wall dive, small casino that had a brewery in it. And they had a sign right out front that was $6 prime rib. And we passed it for days. And I'm like, we got to go there. That's what you hear about when you go to Vegas is $6 prime rib. Let's go check it. It's going to be horrible. $6. Come on. If it's horrible, it's horrible. It's $6. So we finally convinced the guys to go over there. We go over there. It is a dive. It's an ugly place. It's dark for a reason. You sit down, you order the prime rib, and she's like, what sides do you want? I'm like, oh, what do you got? So we picked 2 sides. What kind of salad dressing? I'm like, I get a salad too? Yeah. And which 2 beers do you want? I'm like, what? So it was a freaking huge prime rib. The thing took up the whole plate. It was about 1.5 inches thick. It came with 2 sides. I got mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese or whatever, plus the salad and 2 beers for $6.
Damn.
That
was it good?
Was what Vegas was supposed to be. Yes, it was fantastic. Every day after that, we'd go there. I finished half the steak. We took it back to the room, and it was one of those timeshares where you had a full kitchen and everything.
Right.
So we had
So you
steak
could
and
cook.
eggs for breakfast.
Nice.
It was great, yeah. And he just got it like super rare, and there you go.
I'm going to look for that next year,
it was
provided
great.
we're not meeting at a Ramada Inn in Des Moines.
Right, yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, should any of that with the FDA stuff stick around?
Jeez.
So, but yeah, it was, the most pathetic thing. God, that's such a. The saddest thing is the hostess who has to serve the drinks to the guy at 6 a.m. who's been at the slots all night.
Right.
And you just look at her and, probably mid-50s, makeup's caked on. She's trying to look like she's still, maybe passing for 30. And just, you could just read her life on her face like rings on a tree.
Yeah.
And she's out there bringing, drinks to this guy who's, looks like he's probably related to Cousin Eddie from the Vacation movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it was just a sad collection of humanity.
It is, yeah.
And then you see the other thing, very tacky, just people's pictures everywhere.
Yeah, super tacky. I mean, that's
horrible.
Vegas is Sin City. I mean, it's totally Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, if God was still around and he came down, he'd be like, yeah, okay, that's got to go.
See, and I don't even think it was just the sin and the vice or corruption. It's just gaudy. Mm-hmm. It's just tacky. So I mean,
Yep. They got nice shows though. Supposedly.
Yeah, I mean they're expensive. They had one of the Cirque du Soleil shows.
$130 a ticket.
Yeah, I forget what it was in my hotel.
Yeah.
And Penn and Teller was off at another hotel. That would have been one I might have seen.
I would like to see Penn and Teller. That's one I would actually go pay money to see.
But there was just nothing where it's like, ooh, I want to leave the hotel. Because by the end of the trade show, I was dead.
Yeah.
It's like I've been on my feet all day. I've been around people and laughed at jokes and pretended to laugh at jokes. So
what we're talking about for those that are uninformed, and if you've been listening, but in case this is your first episode, there's a show every year called the IPCPR. This might be the last year. We don't know. It's basically a pipe and tobacco show for people in the industry. You go there as a retailer. You get all the good deals on the new cigars and pipe tobaccos and stuff, pipes and all that crap. And it's just a way for the industry to kind of ruffle its little peacock feathers and for people to get good deals on cigars.
Yeah, for guys like me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because being on the retail side, it's overwhelming because it's trying to figure out, okay, what's a good deal, what's not, and what do you bring in?
How many different brands, how many different cigars were there this year? You know?
Man.
It was like 1,000 something.
There had to be. And a lot of them, a lot more smaller vendors than I thought would be there. And I didn't even get around the whole show floor. Mm-hmm. I don't think I ever got to the far back wall of the show. I basically stuck to all my appointments that I had with existing vendors and added maybe 2 lines.
Okay.
And did some line extensions, but I didn't meet a lot of people where it's like, okay, I'm going to bring this in. Mm-hmm. Just because right now we're in such a flux.
Yeah.
Plus, really, for me, the thing I learned from going last year is really the best time to get deals on what you currently have. Because if you're bringing in something new, I'm not necessarily going to buy enough to get the deal because I'm just kind of dipping my toe in the water.
Yeah.
How many listeners do you think we just lost with that little?
I don't know,
speech?
but I mean, the interesting thing is that we've got 2 sides of the coin here. So as the retailer, you get to walk around, see all the new stuff. You get the dog and pony show from each different booth. As the manufacturer, I'm stuck in one booth where I'm talking about my new thing, talking about the line overall, and I'm very much in a cone of silence, as it were.
That's true.
So it's a totally different experience for me than it is for you.
Yeah, that's because you're not. I mean, you're on your feet probably as much, but just not making the
not
miles.
walking. Yeah.
By the way, let me say again, thank you. I want you to turn around, and look on that shelf, that top shelf behind you. You see what that is?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the blue coffee cup from your Nat Sherman booth. I brought one back. I told you, I've always wanted one of those because I saw it on every cop show. Just go watch a TV show from the 70s or a movie that takes place in New York in the 70s, and they have these little paper cups in New York that are blue, and they're drinking coffee. Mm-hmm. And I've always wanted one, and Nat Sherman, because you guys are headquartered in New York, had those.
That was such an odd turn to that conversation. We're there talking about product. He's like, is that the cup?
Oh, yeah. It's like, I don't care. Whatever. You guys have the cup?
The blue cup from the cop shows? I'm like, I don't know.
Squirrel.
Yeah, total squirrel moment.
So I even had that in my I had that in my checked luggage. Like they better
Just
not
to make sure not to crush it.
They better not bin this. They better not. And sure enough, when I get back, I had the TSA notification in my bag, and it's like, all right, well, they didn't jack up the cup. So, speaking of cigars, we're both smoking a Arturo Fuente Añejo Shark, which is
correct.
Thank you for this, by the way. This
you're
is
welcome.
phenomenal, and we're kind of doing it in memory of Carlos Fuente Sr., who passed away a couple of days ago at the age of 81.
Yep.
And really the one who brought Fuente cigars to where they are now.
Yeah. Definitely the patriarch of that brand and one of the fathers of the modern cigar boom. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He learned from his dad. I did not know this. I was curious, so I started doing some reading. The brand started in around 1926, had a fire, and went out of business for 20 years. Didn't hear from them. Came back right after the war, about 46, and then started production there in Florida, rolling cigars on their porch. And then something called a Cuban trade embargo happened, and Fuentes took off. So they've been making great cigars for a long time. So he was a great guy in the industry, a good ambassador for the industry, and certainly has a heck of a legacy.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can't help but stop and think about the guy when you walk in a humidor. Just see
Anybody that is stepping into cigars for the first time, they're going to hear the name Fuente pretty close to right when you start as one of the ones you need to try. And
absolutely, as a retailer, if somebody's
yeah.
looking to try, Fuente is one of my go-tos. Like you know, and this is the honest to God truth. I've never had a bad Fuente. I've never had one where it's like, the construction sucked, the flavor. They're all good. They're different, but they're all good.
And you know what's funny is they're one of the few ones too that doesn't get affected by the way smokers smoke. Like in the past, let's say, 5-6 years? How long has Nicaraguan been like all the rage, would you say?
About that long, 5-6.
About 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So in the past 5-6 years, there's been a heavy movement towards Nicaraguan tobacco. Companies like AJ Fernandez, Padron doing very well, Drew Estate, all these companies kind of coming into prominence. But Fuente being all Dominican, still very much a part of the industry and a very large part of the industry. They've never been affected by that, while other companies have kind of dipped and fallen off.
You do what you do, and you do it well.
Yeah. Which is
it's kind of the same thing with Padron. It's like, they do what they do well.
Yeah.
So
And,
you stick with that.
Yeah, Carlos Fuente Sr., one of the quotes I read in the Cigar Aficionado article was that he said never wanted to be the biggest cigar company, wanted to strive to be the best. And I think they definitely have made those strides to be definitely one of the best in the industry for sure.
Absolutely.
So he will definitely be missed. But the company does move forward. And
hey, while I was in Vegas, I over at the Davidoff booth, I met Avo Uvuzi. Yeah, I screw up Avo's name. Uvuzi.
You got me.
Yeah, no, but responsible for the Avo cigars, and 90 years old.
Yeah.
So to anybody who says, "Hey, cigars are bad for you," 90 years old.
Yep.
Getting around on his scooter. It was awesome.
Yeah. Still smoking cigars, too.
Yeah. So, everything in moderation, which really saying that in Vegas is insane.
Yeah. There's nothing in moderation.
No,
in
everything.
No.
It's so, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I just have different taste.
Vegas,
but to me, it was just so over the top, and everything's cheesy.
I don't know that I'm the kind of person that would ever go there willingly for a vacation.
Sure.
It's just not on my radar.
What about all the people with the kids?
I didn't understand that.
Why are you dragging them through here?
Why are you at a slot machine holding your baby?
Yes,
and smoking a cigarette, probably.
Right.
Right. Just why are you doing this as a parent to your child? I
was watching some lady on a motorized scooter. She wasn't 90.
Yeah.
I think she was the grandma.
Okay.
Trying to control the grandkids as they're waiting in line to get into the restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like, why? I just don't understand that. This is not a place for kids.
Yeah. My parents took me there when I was probably sophomore, junior in high school. I can see that. I mean, yes, I'm not old enough to gamble, but there was still enough for me to do that I was occupied. But for you to take an infant there or someone in middle school or elementary school, just
Well, if you want to go out at night, you've got to hire a babysitter, which I'm sure there's babysitting services
I'm sure
they
it's
offer.
ridiculously expensive too.
As is everything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was just too over the top. And the other thing, if you notice, there is not one photo in Vegas that is not photoshopped or airbrushed. Everybody's airbrushed.
Oh yeah, to the nines. Yeah,
it was horrible.
So where'd you get to eat besides? I mean, you went to Delmonico's obviously for the little thing we did, the cocktails and hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, I ate at a place called the Coffee Shop that was downstairs.
Okay.
In the hotel.
How was that? It was a coffee shop.
Yeah, I mean it was overpriced for just a meal you could get at Denny's.
Right.
And then one day, the day I saw the grandmother trying to rope in the kids, I was like, "Screw this! I'm not waiting in line to get in to get breakfast." So I went and tracked down the all-you-could-eat buffet. That was a mistake because that was an even worse experience.
Oh, that's too bad.
Let's see. I found the cheapest meal I found was there was a place in the hotel that did pizza by the slice.
Oh yeah,
and that was probably my favorite meal there.
Wow.
Oh, I ate at B&B Burgers twice.
Oh, how was that?
It was really good.
That's Batali's place, Mario Batali's. I think it's Mario Batali's place.
Sure. I don't know. It had two guys airbrushed photos outside.
Big fat guy wears Crocs. That guy.
I don't know. I don't care. The only celebrity chef I care about is Nigella Lawson, and she's not returning my calls, so it's really a moot point. But yeah, I think it was one of those. And it was a good burger, and it wasn't super expensive, $10.
Yeah.
And it was good, but I didn't think it was anything that, like, why a chef would have to come up with it. It's like, I don't know.
I had some really good food there, but, I work for a company where they're very food-centric and wine-centric, so every meal we had was pretty decadent.
Yeah, you were dressed to the nines.
But my stomach doesn't like that. So while I was eating great, I wasn't feeling great the whole time I was there. I was combating some
I wore collared
issues.
shirts almost every day.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So, yeah. I only wore a T-shirt a couple of times.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy the show more in Vegas than I do in New Orleans, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Vegas is a beatdown, it's just...
It wasn't as hot, muggy. There wasn't that smell. The mob hides the bodies, so they're not out on the street, which I appreciate.
Yeah, definitely. They're out on the street in New Orleans,
Yeah, and everything was closer.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was nice. So I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be at the Sands Expo again next year.
I think for the next two years,
which
if it
to
still
me
continues.
Yeah, I guess that's what a tip of the hat to the old Sands.
I guess
hotel. I don't know, but yeah, next year just stay there.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be easier.
Yeah, Vegas is an odd place. I can't. It seems to me like one of those places that people don't live, but they do. I know they do. People live there.
Sure.
But how could you live there? I don't understand how you could live there. That's like saying, well, number one, you're living on the sun, and number two, all that's there. It's just such a. I don't know. I guess it's like
there's got to be areas of Vegas we haven't seen where there's subdivisions and.
I'm sure there is.
And grocery stores and just normal things.
I guess you just live there. You stay in your bubble and you don't go to the...
Pretty much, unless you work there.
Yeah,
which would suck, just going through the traffic.
Yeah, and I imagine parking and everything else that goes along with it. It's probably expensive to work down in...
Oh, yeah.
On the strip somewhere,
Yeah, you would have to have some sort of deal at the hotel.
Yep.
But, not a vacation place for me. No place that I'm going to say...
No, and I would like you said, I would go to see... Penn and Teller. There's a couple shows I'd go to see, but I don't foresee. Number one, I'm not a gambler. I'm not a big gambler. I did gamble a little bit, not much. It's a little fun just to try it, but I'll dip my toe in and just get back out. I'm pretty good about that. But it just not my scene, man. It's not my scene at all, and I don't understand how it is for so many people. But hey, to each their own, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's people who go to the mall willingly. And just hang out.
I did that when I was a youth.
Yeah, well, where else were you going to meet girls?
Yeah, true.
When you were in high school.
What was the mall you used to hang out when you were a kid?
There were 3.
Yeah?
Wait. No, that was when I was... Yeah, there was Cielo Vista Mall in El Paso. That was kind of like the fancy mall. And then Bassett Center, which was the older mall.
Okay.
And now I think it's like the dirt mall in Mallrats. But that was kind of like the rundown one. But Cielo Vista was the cool one because it had a theater inside and then had another outside theater. What were their big I mean, it was the usual. Dillard's, Sears, J.C. Penney, Orange Julius when it was still there and not inside a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much typical. Oh, and you had like it wasn't Sound Warehouse. What was Hastings?
Hastings, yeah. Hastings Records.
Yeah. So they still had that in the mall. I think there were 2 record stores in the mall actually.
Yeah.
And there's another one. God, there was a place where women would go and buy like tube dresses or something. I don't know what it was. It was the weirdest place. But everything was like a tube. You could wear it as a skirt, as a top, as I don't
hat,
know.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Chess King.
Oh, Chess King. I remember
Chess
that place?
King was yeah.
I remember when Chess King had the changeover from Chess King where everybody shopped to Chess King where certain people shopped.
Yes.
That was it.
Yeah, the wardrobe changed.
Yeah, the
what was
wardrobe
the other
changed.
one? There was another one like Chess King, but I can't remember what it was. I modeled for Chess
Structure.
King once.
Remember Structure?
Yeah, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Well, there was Chess
Was
King.
it a
Structure.
woman?
No, Structure
okay,
was a
then
guy.
I'm thinking of another one.
It was both.
Okay.
But it leaned more towards the fancier, kind of.
Oh, nice. Miller's Outpost.
Yeah, Miller's Outpost. I
KG
remember.
Menswear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's still around, sort of.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of.
not what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miller's Outpost.
Did you
was
ride your
kinda-
bike to the mall?
No, it was too far.
What?
No, it was really fun. Yeah, no, it was
So you had to get a ride to the mall. Drop me off at the mall.
pretty
and I'll
much. But
hang out
hey,
here
once
all
I had
day.
the license, then I could go and
Yeah.
just drive to the mall and hang out all day.
Yeah.
There was a girl who worked at a t-shirt kiosk, and it was across from one of the record stores. So that's how I saw it. I don't know. I would always try to go over.
That's one
and-
thing that's kind of neat about Vegas
Hey,
too.
how
Is
you
that
doing?
shopping is just like ridiculous there. It was all it's like the casinos were always attached to a mall that had like
Oh,
a
sure.
million stores. And did you go to any of those places?
I went to Casa Fuente.
Oh, you did. I didn't get to go.
Yeah, I walked down there. They were out of Lanceros, but I got out with a couple of cigars. Very small.
Yeah.
Not at all what you would think.
I heard the ladies are pretty nice there.
I saw, I don't know. They all look like a bunch of kids trying to look older.
Yeah.
But I guess there were a couple ladies working at the door. A couple of girls
I
working
hear
the
you
door.
go there for the drinks. Like the drinks
Yeah,
are supposed to be
the
really
bar
good.
was the biggest part of it, but the setup really wasn't. It bottlenecked.
Yeah.
Because the register, you have to pass by the register to get into the humidor, so you've got people bumping into one another.
Yeah. I went across the way to the Davidoff Lounge, and that was really
See, that's the
small,
one I
too.
would have wanted to. If I was
Very
going to go
tiny.
into
Nowhere
Really?
to sit. There's literally, it's like you walk in, there's a bar, there's about 7 seats at the bar, and there's a hallway that passes for humidor, and then there's outdoor seating area, and that's it. So I ended up sitting on the outdoor patio. They had misters, but still it was hot as balls. So very small, very not what I expected at all. And they did have some kind of rare stuff, which is kind of cool, but just I guess space is a premium there, like it is in New York or something. I don't know.
Could be. Well, and plus the cost. What about the Casa Monte Cristo?
Didn't go there.
Yeah, that was in Caesars, but
Yep.
by that time I didn't drop my bag at the hotel, so I had my bag with me. I was like, oh my God, I'm tired of lugging this thing around all day, so I didn't even want to mess with it.
Next time, drop it off. Makes a difference.
Next time I'm taking a backpack. I don't care that, I've got a leather messenger bag for the show. No,
Yeah.
you just need a backpack. It's just a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
So
Yeah, Vegas has definitely changed, and I don't think for the better.
no, I don't. I mean, I don't see Sinatra wanting to hang out there.
No,
Anybody who's dead.
basically just a giant theme park for adults
It
who want
is.
to lose
It's,
money.
yeah,
That's really what it
it's
is,
a
yeah.
theme park, and I say we all know, but theme parks are cheesy.
Yeah, they are, and the house always wins, and then people
That is
know
true.
that, but they don't care.
No, you're never gonna.
Yeah, except for the the guy that doesn't need to win, which I saw firsthand. Some guy that's like a cigar manufacturer.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't gamble. And it's like, well, come on, you got to do it, man. It's 20-1 odds. He's like, all right, put $1 in, won like $2,000 or $20,000 or something like that. I'm like, what?
No.
This guy doesn't even need the money. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but if that was us, we'd
yeah,
lose
totally
the bet.
lose. Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully, for the industry, for all of that, it would be healthy if we were able to have a big show next year in Vegas, because it kind of did die down.
Yeah, it was an
Partway
interesting show.
through.
It was an interesting show. Vegas definitely is the place to do that type of thing. I don't know that August is the best or July is the best month to do it, but I guess it's cheaper then. So, whatever.
Yeah. Just drink plenty of water. You're fine.
Yeah. Did you ever take a taxi at all?
No. I took a shuttle from the airport.
Ridiculously priced.
I'm
the
sure.
The second you get into the taxi and you pull out of the parking lot, $4. I'm like, I didn't go anywhere. How is that $4 already? I went 0.8 miles or 0.8 of a mile from one place to the other, and the only reason I did was because you had to go through the streets and back alleys and stuff. You couldn't go on a bridge.
Okay.
It was $14.60 something.
Oh man,
it was ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous.
Not surprised.
Yeah,
everything there was kind of ridiculously priced.
Yeah, it is that way. So,
and my room sucked. So
my room was very nice.
Yeah, no, one outlet.
One outlet?
Yeah, I'm used to like, okay, even at a Comfort Inn or something, there's an outlet next to the nightstand.
Yeah,
so you can plug in your phone or something like that, or in-room coffee.
I like it when they have the lamp that has the outlets on it.
Yes,
those are nice. I want that in my house.
Yes,
those are
that'd be great.
Yeah,
but no, this place didn't have anything, so it's like you couldn't charge anything.
This one had the outlet with lamps, the light on the, what do you call it? The outlet's on the lamp, and then it also had the USBs there, so you can plug the USBs in there instead of having
perfect.
Yeah.
Next time I'm staying there.
If going to steal one,
depending
of
on where. Yeah,
it can't be that much.
It probably sell. That was the other thing. No robe.
Yeah. Oh, I got a robe.
Oh, see, now that ticks me off. I at least want a cheesy robe.
I had slippers.
They had slippers.
They had slippers.
Oh man. All right.
It was nice, but all the stuff at the bar, they had the little, they have a fridge. I'm like, oh, there's a fridge in the room. Great, I can put some water in there. No, it's full of stuff, and everything's pressure plates. So as soon as you pick it up, you're charged for it. It's like I didn't even want it. I was trying to take some stuff out so I could put some water in there.
Mine did have a fridge in the closet.
Yeah.
So I just put bottles of water in it. Because that was my main thing while I was there was consuming water.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to have the water there.
But that was about it. God. Yeah, I'm in no hurry to go back.
Yep. What I did notice is I did roulette for a little bit, and no drinks at the roulette table. Apparently, they weren't coming by asking if you want a drink. As soon as you sit down at a slot machine, though, they're all over.
Oh yeah.
Would you like a drink? Would you like a drink? Would you like a drink? Would you like a drink?
And those guys sit there for hours.
Oh yeah.
It's depressing. It's their life, but as a casual observer, it's depressing to watch.
I just don't know that I trust that they're not. The old slot machines to me were more. It was more of an experience. You pulled a lever and you saw it working, and you saw where it stopped. Now they're basically video games. It's like, how much can you really say that that's a legit thing that you might win something from as a video game? I mean, they can totally control that and totally manipulate that. That doesn't seem... I just wouldn't want to put my money in something like that.
No.
I'd rather put my money in that slot than the other slots that were running around trying to get me to pay money for them, but... Which there was a lot of those around there, if you didn't notice that.
They were working hard.
Yeah. Jeez.
Hey, gal's got to make a buck.
God, every time I sat down somewhere, there was one trying to talk to me. I'm like, come on, I'm
how
not
you doing?
that good looking.
Yeah.
I know I'm good looking, but come on.
Well, yeah. No, I mean, the pat response, because anytime they would come up and talk to me, be like, hey, you looking for some company? I'm like, hey, I was going to ask you that. Right. And then they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, $400 an hour. And they're like, no, I'm working. I'm like, oh, I'm working. It's like, what? No. It's like, I'm on the job, lady.
I'm working here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just turn it around on them. Be like, no, babe, I'm on the job. I'm working here. You're coach. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. Yeah. Got a mark coming over here. I think they drove up in a minivan from Poughkeepsie. And so...
Looking for the blue plate special? It's right here, baby. Yeah.
No, I didn't hook for money while I was there. although it is expensive.
That's one way the house doesn't win.
There you go. Hey, looks like I won't be using the pizza buffet tonight.
All right. Oh yeah, going to B&B again.
That's it. Exactly.
Get my $10 burger with no fries. You have to pay extra for.
See, man, see, wearing those collared shirts makes all the difference in the world.
Right.
I purposely did that because last year several vendors wouldn't even. They looked at me like I was scum because I came in t-shirt and shorts. Mm-hmm. It's like, whatever. I've got a vendor. I've got a retailer badge. I'm going to give you money.
Right. They assumed you were a blogger.
Right.
Like cargo shorts so you could stuff
No, not cargo shorts. I do not wear cargo shorts.
Oh, what's wrong with cargo shorts?
I don't like cargo shorts.
What?
I'll wear them around.
I'm a photographer. I wear cargo shorts.
No, well, there you go. So
you got to have room for my lenses and stuff,
Okay, well, that's acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Just like wearing like one of those Indiana Jones hats or something.
Yeah.
If you're actually outdoors doing something is acceptable. But if you work in IT and you're walking inside from your, and outside to your car, no.
Yeah.
No. I know a guy like that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he'd all woodsied up and Columbia shirts and all of that, but not an
works in an office?
Yeah, not an outdoorsman at all.
Weird.
But wears a lot of stuff with ducks.
Maybe he likes to hunt.
No.
People. He's just always prepared.
Well, there's... All right, point to you. All right, have we milked this bit for about as much as it's worth on the topic of Vegas?
We're not a big fan of Vegas.
We're not a fan of Vegas.
Not a fan of Vegas.
So we're going to sit here. We're going to end this show. We're going to finish our cigars.
Yeah.
And we're going to think of a new topic off mic. And then for us, it'll be seconds. For you, it could be a day, 2 days, and it'll be like a brand new topic for you where you can hear Brandon and I wax poetic about it.
Exactly. So if you want to catch us on iTunes, Podomatic, Spreaker, Stitcher. We're on YouTube as well. But yeah, check us out at all those places. And we're not on iHeartRadio yet because I don't think we have enough episodes. They keep pushing us off, but we'll get there. Did I say iHeartRadio?
You did.
Okay.
You said we're... Yeah, you
Spreaker.
did. Yeah, Spreaker.
Yeah. So check us out there.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
Take care, kids.